That is a very good question that you pose, Sean, and I'll turn it over to you, Paige. You don't have to answer why, because we don't know why these documents were at Mar-a-Lago. But when you look at these three potential violations that were in this unsealed warrant, is there any that stick out to you specifically? Because last hour, I think it was Renato Mariotti pointed out that it's one thing to unlawfully store or take classified documents and just leave it there, but you also have the obstruction of justice charges, which indicate that some we don't know, have been destroyed.
That's right, Amber. I mean, these are three very different crimes. Two of these crimes would require some sort of bad intent. The espionage crime would require the president or anyone really to have these documents with the intent to do something with them that would injure the United States or help one of our enemies. The obstruction charge would require the intent to destroy the document or somehow keep it from investigators. But that third charge, the concealment charge, simply having a government document that you're not supposed to have, there's no bad intent required in that statute. So if the FBI executed this search warrant, they found documents that should not have been at Mar-a-Lago, well, then that's a crime, and that crime can be prosecuted under that statute alone. So what's confusing to me is the defense that's been laying out right now by the president and his allies, the former president, that, hey, all of these documents were declassified. Well, number one, as Evan pointed out, classification doesn't appear in any of these statutes. It's not a requirement or an element the government would have to prove. And number two, and perhaps most importantly, Trump's best defense to these charges would be that I didn't know the documents were there. But now, by his public statements, he's already admitted he knew the documents were there, and he knew they were sensitive enough to require declassification. So I think he's putting himself into a box that's going to make it real difficult for his defense lawyers to pull him out of it later.